There are three things you must know and must do to be able to increase your credit score: 100 points, 200 points, 300 points, depending on where you're at. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink. We go get straight into it. In order to increase your credit score, 50 points, 20 points, 100 points, 200 points, 300 points, all depending on where you're at, you need to understand what actually makes up your credit score. Because now, once you understand what makes up your credit score, now you can figure out which specific category do you need to improve in to increase your credit score so you can have the credit score you deserve. But most importantly, there are different variations of credit. Like they got the Vantage credit score and they have the FICO score. But most banks are looking at your FICO 8 credit score, all right? Now there are different FICO scores, but most of the time they're looking at the FICO 8, all right? And the FICO 8 is broken down into five major factors. And the highest credit score you can have with the FICO 8 is a 850, right? And the lowest credit score you can have with the FICO 8 is a 300. All right. So 850 technically minus 300, you have 550 points to play with. Now that you understand you have 550 points to play with, each specific category is broken down into specific points. All right. So where did I get these points from? 35% of 550 is 192.5. All right. So you have 192.5 points when it comes to your payment history. Amounts owed, 30% of 550 is 165 points. You have 165 points to actually play with when it comes to your specific parts of amounts owed of your credit score. 15% of 550 is 82.5. 10% of 550, 55. Now, other 10% of 550 is 55. All right. Now you understand what makes up your credit score and the different type of points in each specific category. Now, what we need to do is come up and look at our credit report and see what we need to do and come up with a game plan. All right. So, most importantly, let's talk about what you need to do first. So, if you have, let's just say, Credit Karma or Experian or Identity IQ, I don't know what you have, but this is just an example. If you have the Credit Karma app, right now, you can just look and see the factors of your credit score. So is your payment history, like where are you at when it comes to payment history? Are you at 100% payment history? Are you at 99%, 90%, 80%? You need to figure out where you're at when it comes to payment history because we got to fix that part of your credit score. Because once we fix that part, guess what? We're going to be able to increase it. And I'm going to show you different ways you can add additional payments to your credit report as well. We're going to talk about that later. But most importantly, where is your usage at when it comes to your credit score as well? All right. Are you maxed out when it comes to your credit cards? Are you at 50, 40, 90? All right. Because we need to come up with the game plan to all right, get it down, continue getting it down. Derogatory marks. Do you have any collections, recent collections? Do you have a charge off? Do you have like what do you have going on as well when it comes to that specific part? Because that does play a role. Because if you have late payments and things like that, that does plays a role, like collections that factors in. All right. Your age also factors in when it comes to your credit score, right? Because, hey, depending on where you at, you just recently opened an account, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 5 years. That all does play a factor in your credit score. And total accounts, like, do you have open accounts, closed accounts, but most importantly, do you have different type of accounts when it comes to credit mix? Do you have revolving accounts? Do you have installment accounts? All right. Revolving accounts consist of your charge cards, your regular credit cards, and your line of credit. And your installment accounts consist of personal loan, student loan, car loan. All right, those are considered your installment accounts. All right. So, and we already know what hard inquiries are. So, hey, by removing hard inquiries, it does help, but just a little bit. A lot of people think that, hey, if I remove all my hard inquiries, my credit score is going to take off. All right, that's typically not going to happen. But what you want to do is figure out where you're at in every specific category. Because once you figure out where you're at in every specific category, now you can actually increase each part of, or focus in on each specific category. So now you're going to be reaping what you sowed. All right. So once we figure out where we're at in every specific category, now we can improve each category to increase our credit score. All right. So this is just an example of the Experian app. So if you have the Experian app, you can see, hey, where you're at with it when it comes to the Experian app. Do I need to, hey, where am I at? As you can see, late payments, collections, revolving accounts and things like that. So now you can just see where you're at when it comes to these specific accounts. All right. And you can figure out, hey, what do I need to do to improve? Like I talked about early. Now that you understand what you need to do to improve each category of your credit score, now what you need to do is come up with a game plan. We're going to come up with a game plan to actually improve each area of our credit score. All right. So here's a game plan that you can go ahead and do right now to increase your credit score very, very fast. All right. So if you're current, let's just say I'm not trying to get you in debt, but you can use Boom Pay. Like we're going to be doing stuff that we're already paying for. So if you're currently renting, guess what? You can get this account, Boom Pay. If you're currently paying utility, you can sign up with Identity IQ, sign up for the utility, reporting that, and to help increase your credit score. And rent reporters, same thing. You can sign up with all three accounts, but most importantly, this Boom Pay, it can add 24 additional payments to your credit report. So if you've been renting, you can add up to 24 additional payments. Same thing with um, utility reporting with Identity IQ, and the same thing with rent reporters. All right. So 24 times 3 is 72 payments, and you can add 72 on time payments onto your credit report. All right. And that's going to help increase your credit score. But most importantly, it's also going to help this part of your credit score as well. The other factors that that helps makes up your credit score as well. So it's going to affect your payment history by adding those payments to your credit report. It's also going to affect your credit mix because now you add in an installment account. It's also going to affect the new credit because now you added a new account onto your report. It's also going to help the age. So if your age is not good, it also help that. But I forgot to tell you, when it comes to Boom Pay and rent reporters, if you've been if you've been living at that apartment for the last 5 years, you can get that open date added to your credit report. Now you have a 5-year trade line, two trade lines, 5 years. That's going to help increase your credit score. Now you can see how by adding these three accounts, it's going to help improve your credit score. Now, so another thing you need to focus in on, of course, paying down your credit cards. All right. That's another thing, of course, we need to focus on because guess what? That is 30% of your credit score. So we need to focus in on, like, if you're at 100%, like your credit cards are maxed out, totally maxed out. All right. Can we get it down to 95, then eventually 90? And let's continue breaking it down. All right. Hey, we just taking our steps because, like I said before, you're going to be reaping what you sowed. And if you don't sow nothing, you ain't going to reap nothing. So just continue doing what you need to do to get that down. All right. I'm not saying get it down tomorrow, just get it down. And eventually you're going to start seeing your credit score improve day by day, month by month. All right. Another thing, if you don't have a revolving account, you're missing out on 165 points. All right. You're missing out on 165 points. So by you just adding a revolving account to your report is going to help improve your credit score as well. All right. Now, I don't know how many points. It's just going to help improve that part of your, it's going to help improve your credit score. So if you get a revolving account, you can go ahead. You can sign up for it. There's like different places you can sign up for. But if you get a secured credit card, you can do that right now. Or if you have a relative, right? If you have a relative where you can be added as an authorized user to your credit report, is going to help as well. So if you have a mom, dad, spouse, grandma, hey, just imagine your grandma, hey, got 35, 40 years of credit, like she got a credit card or just 30 years of age, and you can get that or payment history and you can get that added to your report, your credit score going to take off. So being added as an authorized user is a plus as well. So doing this and adding these other specific type of accounts on your credit score, on your credit report, is also going to increase your chances and increase your credit score. But you're not going to see the benefits of your credit score if you have negative accounts. The benefits of you doing all this if you have negative accounts. So if you have collections, derogatory accounts, if you have multiple late pay, if you have a lot of stuff that's hurting your credit score, you're not going to see the benefits of you doing all these things. Yes, you're going to see your credit score increase some, but once you remove those collections, once you remove that charge off, once you remove if you have a bankruptcy, and those inquiries. Once you remove all these negative things on your report, you're going to start seeing your credit score and paying down that debt. You're going to see your credit score, of course, take off. But as as you're removing your credit score is going to fluctuate. Like if you have collections, hold up. If you have collections, if you have charge off, if you have anything negative on your report, as you're removing these things, your credit score is going to go up and it's going to go down. It's going to continue going up and down until everything is negative off. And then you're going to start seeing it creeping up, 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 and up. All right. So I know that I get a lot of questions like, yo, what my credit score drop? I just removed this or I paid this off. You're just going to see a fluctuation of it going up and down until everything comes off. All right. So we need to focus on these areas. And I want to show you how you can actually remove that collection, remove those charge off, remove that eviction, remove that repossession. I want to show you what you can do to actually remove those negative accounts that's hurting your credit score. But before I show you how to do that, I want to show you something really, really quick. All right. Very important because I know you guys been asking, hey, do you have somewhere I can go to learn how to fix my credit step by step by step? So I do have the Credit Team University. It's gonna be free. You hear me? It's gonna be free where I just break down video by video because when it comes to YouTube, they're only going to show you what's popular when it comes to my videos. They don't show you, step by step by step by step. All right. So I have this available. I'll have the link below. Now it's not ready just yet. So you can, request to join. But once we have everything ready, we'll accept your request and then you're going to be able to come. We're going to be doing certain things, giveaways, things like that. We're going to have the community tab. We're going to have everything. Just want to show you what we planning, what we've been doing, because I know this is very important. So I just want to show you what we got going on so you can, all right, here you can learn step by step, and then we're going to continue adding, taking away. But this is just one part. Like, see, like I'm trying to make it as a university. So credit repair 101, and then we're gonna have business credit, and we're gonna have other type of lessons for you so you can learn and do what you need to do to improve your life and get better and make more money and whatever the case may be. All right. So I just want to show you what we had going on. So before you go back and forth with the credit bureaus and knock them out, I want to show you something where you can help increase your chances to remove that collection, that charge off, that bankruptcy, those evictions, whatever that's holding your credit score by. Just watching this video right here is going to break down how to knock the credit bureaus out.